If you could go back in time, would you risk everything to change the past? That's the dilemma in Time Cut. But does this movie live up to its intriguing premise? Lucy is just a regular teen in 2024 until, through some freak accident, she gets sent back to 2003. But there's a twist. It's just days before her sister is brutally murdered by a masked killer. Now she's got a mission: figure out how to stop the killer and save her sister's life. But there's a catch. If she messes with the past too much, she could destroy her own future. Let's talk about the vibe of 2003. It really felt like the whole concept for Time Cut came from the idea of just throwing someone back into 2003, which could have been great if they had nailed the details, but instead, it felt all over the place. It's like they mixed the early 2000s and late 2000s styles together in a way that didn't make sense if you actually remember the era. The hairstyles could have been a bit closer to what we actually saw back then, and those jeans, not low enough. I remember when jeans barely covered your hips, and that's how you knew it was the early 2000s. And that's what's so interesting about Time Cut. This is one of the first time travel movies where I was actually alive during the past that they were visiting. Time Cut was not great. I went into it hoping for a clever time travel thriller, but it just didn't deliver. The whole movie felt low budget. Not that that's always a bad thing, but here it really showed. The acting, kinda stiff, and the story just didn't have the depth that I was looking for. It felt like the main thing it had going for it was, hey, here's what 2003 looked like, which was fun for a bit, but it couldn't carry the whole movie. So, there's been a lot of talk about Time Cut being a ripoff of Totally Killer, which, for those of you who don't know, was another time travel slasher that came out just last year. And I get the comparisons. Totally Killer was super fun and had a sharp edge to it, and I'd say was the better movie of the two overall. But here's the twist. Time Cut was actually written and filmed before Totally Killer. It's kind of wild to think about it because Time Cut is landing in Totally Killer's shadow, even though it was developed a whole year earlier. This thing happens a lot in Hollywood. Similar ideas pop up around the same time, and the one that drops first usually gets the credit for originality. In the end, without good acting or a gripping story, it just fell flat. So if you're into it just for the 2003 throwbacks, maybe give it a watch. Otherwise, you're not missing much here. This movie is getting a thumbs down. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it if you've seen it, or if you're still planning on checking it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more reviews.